in the air. The sun comes up, but hope is nowhere there. Broken streets, remember children's names, written softly in the dust of flames. Mothers pray with hands that shake and bleed. Fathers hold the silence they can't speak. Every tear falls heavy on the ground, like the earth itself is crying now. The flags hang low, the bells don't ring. Even angels fear the songs we sing. When the world turns its face away, who will stand when light has gone to gray? This is a land in pain, scarred and torn. Dreams are buried, futures worn. But through the smoke, through loss and fear, a soldier still stands here with tired eyes and trembling hands. He holds a line, he makes his stand for every soul that cannot fight. A soldier still stands in the night. Boots are heavy with the weight of names, friends who fell and never came. Letters folded close to his chest, words of love, a final breath. He's seen the dark inside of men, he's prayed to never see again. But still he walks where shadows grow, because turning back is something he won't know. He learned to smile through broken breath, learned to stand face to face with death. If peace is born from sacrifice, then he'll pay the endless price. This is a land in pain, carved in scars, wounded moons and fallen stars. But through the fire, through the rain, a soldier still stands in pain. For every child afraid to sleep, for promises the world won't keep. When all seems lost and hope is thin, a soldier still stands within. Night comes down like a silent scream, haunted by what used to be dreams. He hears the cries across the land, fears the blood soak through the sand. He wonders if the world would care, if they could see what's happening here, or if this pain is just a sound that fades before it reaches them. If I fall before the dawn, tell my mother I was strong. Tell her I remembered home, every smile, every song. If my name fades with the wind, let my footsteps still remain. Because freedom never comes without the cost of pain. The rain falls hard like heaven's grief, washing blood from broken streets. He kneels beside a fading flame, whispers softly someone's name. No metals shine inside his heart, only faith torn apart. Yet still he rises, still he breathes, still he guards the fragile peace. He doesn't fight for hate or pride, but for the tears the world denies. For tomorrow's fragile chance, a soldier still stands. This is a land in pain, cold and wide, where truth and sorrow intertwine. But through the dark, through endless war, a soldier still stands for more. Not for glory, not for fame, but so children laugh again when the sky forgets its blue. A soldier still stands for you. Hear the silence after cries, that's where bravery survives. Not in guns, not in commands, but in hearts that still stand. This is a land in pain, on its knees, begging the world to finally see. Yet through the ruins, through the flames, a soldier still stands in pain. If peace ever way. It will be built on yesterday. Remember this, remember when a soldier still stood for broken men. Because a soldier still stood and still stands. Sleeps under wounded stars. Moonlight rests on fields that remember scars. Rivers move slowly, carrying old names. Each ripple a memory, each tear the same. The night is soft but heavy with pain. Silence falls like monsoon rain. Barefoot dreams walk fragile ground, where hope is lost yet somehow found. The wind hums low through sugar palms, like mother's prayers and ancient psalms. Temples stand with broken grace, holding time in still embrace. Footsteps echo, careful and slow, on roads that learned what loss can know. This land is gentle, warm and wide, yet guarded where the brave reside. The dark asks quietly, who will stay? We answer by not walking away. A wonderful land, guarded by gentle strength, through endless nights, through measured lengths. With trembling hearts and steady hands, they stand for peace, not for commands. Though sorrow walks at arms' full length, a wonderful land is guarded by gentle strength. Each drop a shadow from the past. Boots sink deep in memory's clay. Every step asks us to stay. Smiles are worn like borrowed shields, covering wounds the silence yields. No banners rise, no anthems play, just quiet courage on display. Feel far, yet duty burns like a quiet star. The past walks close, it knows each name, but it can't kettles sing, the day begins, unaware of who still stands. Children run with careless feet, safe in peace they'll never meet. They don't hear the whispered plea or see the cost of being free. Old hands tremble holding tea, eyes hold years of memory. They speak of friends who didn't return, of lessons learned the hardest way to learn. No anger sharpens what they say, just quiet pride that chose to stay. This land listens, patient and kind, holding both the hurt and spine. If they fall as one, under moonlight, under sun. They are more than ranks or names, more than history's burning flames. From shattered nights, resolve is born. From endless grief, a vow is sworn. Not with rage, not clenched in fist, but gentle strength that still persists. The ground grows cold beneath their knees, breath turns white like whispered pleas. Time slows down to heartbeat sound, every second stretched and bound. Fear and love share the same breath, standing close to thoughts of death. Yet courage lives in softer ways, in staying through the hardest days. They think of home just once too long, of familiar smells, an old song. The ache cuts sharp, then settles deep, a wound they carry, not asleep. A wonderful land holds all this pain, like heavy clouds that promise rain. They stand so others do not need to, and that alone makes courage true. A wonderful land, guarded by gentle strength. When the world turns cold and distant, they give their warmth, their youth, their years, and never ask for recompense. From frozen nights to quiet dawn, from broken strength to carrying on. A wonderful land, guarded by gentle strength. Still standing when the light is gone. A wonderful land, guarded by gentle strength. When history aches and hope feels thin, they don't demand to be understood, they simply stand again. From shadow dust to fragile dawn, from silent tears to carrying on. A wonderful land, guarded by Cambodia, please, but we do not Morning rises over broken ground, temples stand where cries resound. The river carries yesterday's pain, names whispered softly in the rain. Fields once green now hold the scars of silent nights and distant wars. Mothers light incense in the dark, praying hope will leave a mark. The wind remembers what we lost, every dream, every cost. When the world has turned away, we still kneel, we still pray. Cambodia bleeds, but we do not fall through shattered of voices long gone by, still asking us the reason why. Bones beneath the silent ground, truths too heavy to be found. Yet in the ruins, life still grows like lotus flowers through the stone. If the world forgets our cries, if our tears are left behind, we will carry them ourselves in our blood, in our minds. We are more than what was done, more than wars we never won. From the ashes, from the flame, we rise again. Monks walk slowly at the dawn, chanting peace though peace feels gone. Candles shake in trembling hands, lighting up this wounded land. No revenge inside our prayer, only hope someone will care. We forgive, but don't forget the price that's paid, the debt unmet. Pain has shaped our every breath, taught us how to live with death. But even hearts that break apart still beat strong. And Cambodia bleeds, but we do not fall. We build love from broken walls. Though the past still haunts our sleep, our souls are deep. We sing for those who lost their way, for lives that never saw today. Cambodia bleeds, but we do not fall. We stand through it all. Listen close to the quiet cries between the earth and broken skies. That's where courage softly stays in ordinary days. There are soldiers with tired eyes, there are farmers who still try. Hands in mud, hearts in prayer. Hope is heavy, but they carry it there. No statues made of gold or stone for the brave who stand alone. But every step on this scarred land is an act of faith, an act of stand. If tomorrow comes with rain, we will plant our dreams again, because life refuses to be done, even when hope feels gone.